everybody. Hope my voice is nice and clear and loud enough for everyone to hear, because sometimes I've made some videos where I thought I was talking in adequate volume, and I was kind of quiet a bit. I don't know why. But that aside, so I'll be discussing preterism and the 80-70 event. I haven't really talked about preterism. In fact, I don't really think I talked about it at all in my previous videos. I mean, I've had some people talk about it to me to a degree, but I haven't talked about it myself, and I think I need to talk about it. So basically, when I first heard about preterism, I thought it was very interesting. A denomination of Christianity that really believes in the New Testament and also says that Jesus' return already happened in AD 70. Now, when I read the works of Josephus, and I was already figuring out on my own by comparing Josephus to the New Testament that in the narrative, the return already happened. But what I noticed was something very surprising to me, actually. And that was that Josephus said that the crucifixion happened twice. Now that interested me. Like, there's two crucifixions, and I'm talking about two crucifixions of Jesus. In Antiquities, Book 18, Josephus mentions the crucifixion of Jesus. And I noticed that he discusses the crucifixion of Jesus as if he were being crucified by himself. Now, I thought that was interesting because in Josephus's life, Josephus mentions that free men are being crucified, the free Jewish leaders, the free leaders of the Jewish revolt are being crucified in AD 70, following the fall of the temple. Now, through narrowing down all the other Jesuses that were already killed and gone by AD 70, I figured out that was Jesus ben Zacchaeus being crucified in AD 70. While the Jesus that was crucified by himself was crucified in AD 30, because that's the exact year the crucifixion was supposed to have happened, the first one, because Jesus said that 40 years after he goes, the temple will be destroyed, and that was in about AD 70. So 40 minus 70 is 30 AD. So it's that simple. So the first crucifixion would have been at AD 30. The second one would be at AD 70. And I thought that was very interesting, because we have a Jesus being crucified in AD 30, and we have a Jesus being crucified in AD 70. So after realizing that, I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting the gist of what's going on here. And then I think about, since he was crucified, like these are two completely different people. The Jesus that was crucified, condemned to death by Pontius Pilate in AD 30 is a completely different Jesus than the one that was crucified in 70. The Jesus in 70 was one of the leaders of the revolt. I realized, in a sense, if you combine these two characters together, which it kind of way the Gospels seem to have done something like that, then that means Jesus got crucified twice. So Jesus came back to get crucified again at 70. And that would be a perfect way of saying, oh, he came back. Now, this isn't quite the story that anybody would expect to see, but if you reconstruct, as I have, the original story of the return, then you realize it's really about the double crucifixion in Josephus. It's not really something huge and miraculous, and the whole apocalypse that the New Testament talks about was the war between the Jews and the Romans from 66 AD to 73 AD. And Vespasian was giving credit for healing the blind and the life of the 12 Caesars by Suetonius. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. I'll be speaking more on this subject later, in a later video. But in the meantime, I just want to talk about this real quick because I think as far as interesting, I'm sure some people will like it. Thanks for watching. And share and like and comment, please. Thank you.